My name is Jennifer Adawamo, and with me here in the studio is Mr. Victor Soko. Mr. Victor, you're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for being with me on the
Yes.
Newspaper Review
And
today.
thank God it's Friday.
And I must compliment you.
Hey, my gosh.
You're really looking good.
Thank you. And I thank my wife too.
Wow, yes, that's why they say behind every successful man is a what?
Are you sure I'm successful? Baba, leave that matter. Let's go.
Behind every good-looking man
Okay, thank you,
is a woman.
Thank you,
But meanwhile, you're successful.
Amen.
So-
Be blessed. Jah be blessed.
How has the week been?
Fine. What about you?
And great.
Okay.
And we're moving towards the weekend.
Yes, time to rest.
The only problem I have with the happenings these days is just the weather.
Okay.
It's becoming so hot. I don't know about any other person.
People, what people? Now, remember in the Bible, they said when the children of Israel were so hungry,
Okay.
God started giving them manna. They ate manna and ate manna and ate manna, and they are complaining about
I began
manna.
to complain.
It was the rain that caused floods that killed a whole lot of persons out there. Now we are getting sun, and do you want the rains to be back? Come on.
Seriously, I wish I preferred the rain.
Oh, really?
The weather is too
Bad
hot.
roads? You prefer the rain when the whole roads from Port Harcourt to Aba will be so bad?
Okay,
come to think
just
of
because this is Nigeria, if it was to be some other countries where you
Yes.
have better road network and infrastructures, I'll prefer when the weather is calm than when this kind of sun, like as early as 6:30 a.m.
Yes.
today, the
Yes.
sun was already out, and I was like, today again, heat, and you know me now, my turtleneck every time.
Yeah, I can
Anyway,
understand.
so what's the plan for the weekend?
Rest, and watch football.
Rest, no movies.
No. Football.
Okay, yeah, the
Football
World
does it for
Cup
me,
is still ongoing,
Yes,
and I think that to an extent is holding the men down.
Yeah,
these days.
yeah.
It's only the ladies that are visiting the cinemas.
Okay.
All right, we'll go straight to the business of the day. Here on the newspaper review, we'll try to make the papers and check on the headlines, explain whatever we have there, and try to throw more light on the headlines. Please, you need to join us on our social media platforms. You can join us on our YouTube, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can as well drop your comments. You can also check us up on our Facebook and on our Twitter, as well as our Instagram. So let's move down straight to the business of the day. Here I have the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper here says, once the big one, I always call it the big one. Governors kick as Buhari accuses them of stealing local government funds. Governors kick as Buhari accuses them of stealing local government funds. And that you can get on the page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And also, we'll move over to the page 9. Here says, Oshomole, Atiku Okowa campaign organization at war over presidential poll. Aisha Buhari to testify against students over tweet. And that you can find on the page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper. Then we have court jails Senator Akpan, 42 years over corruption. Court jails Senator Akpan, 42 years over corruption. And I might be taking the last one here, which says political violence. Rein in your talks, NSA tells governors. Political violence. Rein in your talks, NSA tells governors. And this one is very eye-catching. It says, 2023, blame Nigerians for its failures, not God. And that is coming from Obasanjo. Blame Nigerians for its failures, not God. If you want to check this out, you can go to the page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. All right, over to you, Mr. Victor. So these are very interesting headlines.
Yes,
and
yes, I want to talk about the local government issue here.
Okay.
The president, General Buhari, has come out to go hard on the governors, telling them that, see, you guys are not allowing the local government chairmen to do their jobs. Okay?
Okay.
You now ask why? Because the local government chairmen or local government heads, you find out that they literally do nothing. They are just, do you even know your local government chairman?
No, I don't.
So they do nothing. Technically nothing.
Like it's dead.
Yes.
It's
So
dead.
what
But the federal government keeps channeling whatever money that is needed in the local government. They keep getting it every month, right? Okay.
So, but the issue now is, look at how it goes. When monies are being released, okay, it goes to the state government. That is the governors. Now the governors now distribute the money down to the local government.
Constituencies.
Now,
yes,
Jennifer.
Sometimes you go to a place and you ask, is there no local government chairman here? Meanwhile, that particular place has a constituency, and somebody is answering for them at the Senate.
Don't mention all those ones. Now, the real issue now is, come to think of it, you go to some places, you find out just a small pothole that you expect the local government chairman to come and fill up. But they will now be waiting for the governor to come and fill up potholes. So little task that you are supposed to do as a local government chairman. Borehole is a big task for those people with the current local government chairman that we have right now. So what is the president saying? For instance, you give a governor, you allocate, let's say you allocate 200 million to a local government office, a local government area every month. What then happens? There is this strong indication that most times the governors will reduce the money by half. So they take off the monies that are meant for infrastructure, monies for capital projects. They take those monies from them and give them their recurrent monies. Yeah, their recurrent expenditures money. That's what they hand over to them. So what do you now expect? That local government chairman, you've collected his capital expenditure money, monies for projects, and you are giving him money for, you call it recurrent expenditure. So what then happens? They now try to squeeze their salaries out, squeeze out some monies out of salaries so that they can on their own embezzle their own funds as local government chairman, because they do not want to serve 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years maximum without having to come back with anything. So that is the chain of corruption that is going on, not just by the state. It goes down to the local government chairman. Now, what also happens is that when they give these governors, when they give this local government chairman these monies, let's say, for instance, like I mentioned, 200 million comes from the federal coffers to the local government chairman. But by the time it passes through the governors split it into two. Then look at the issue now. Then they give them receipts to say that they've collected
the entire money,
the entire 200 million. Big issue. So, but
that could have been the reason why what I have here says Autumn not stealing LG funds. Benue replies federal government, and Buhari's accusation does not apply to us, says Para, Rivers, Ebonyi governments, and we don't tamper with local government funds. Plateau. That is Lalong, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they are not saying, we don't tamper with, but it goes down to, I think the EFCC can do so much about this. Yes, this is their job. Economic financial crimes.
Yes, instead of pursuing people that don't have anything to do with
they
it,
should pursue everybody.
They should pursue
everybody that is committing financial fraud. They should pursue them. So they should go after these persons. Yes. It is not just the president just making rhetorics. I believe the EFCC can do so much about this. Come on. If you give somebody, if you are supposed to allocate 200 million to go and do a deep search to find out that, see, the money, the 200 million that was allocated from federal to you, what have you used it for? Let's see. Yes, they also find a way to concoct some reports and all that, to write out their their expenses. But see, if the EFCC are really out for their game and say, we want to find out, get more hands and find out how have you been spending this money. Come on, they will find out.
They'll find out spending this money. And that's that on governor kick against Buhari kicks, or governor's kick as Buhari accuses. Actually, it's an accusation.
Still an accusation.
It's still an accusation. And Mr. Victor, before we move over to the next paper, I would have wanted you to hint on this Aisha Buhari matter. To me, it's actually a touching one. Because I feel, I love going with rules, regulations, fundamental rights. Though I didn't read law, but I'm close to it. I know to some extent we have our fundamental rights. So there's now a relationship between whatever the first lady is doing and this guy Aminu Mohammed. So what do you think? The
Well,
guy is still in custody.
but also let's also not forget, if you are in the shoes of Madam Aisha,
Okay.
when somebody is will I say defamation, aside defamation or ridiculing your image, okay, won't you feel sad?
But when you are in a very I don't want to use the word conspicuous, when you are in a position where the eye of everyone is on you, please do you go for everything that people say about you?
I understand, but the law is the law. Okay, we should live by the rules of the game.
I think this is an example.
Okay.
In a society where people don't know what the law, what their rights, and what trespassing, there's one thing about these laws. We have the fundamental rights, and we also have limitations to the right. If I'm speaking well,
100.
we have limitations, but individuals have forgotten that. In as much the advantages, the disadvantages, that is why try to curtail everything. There are limits. That's in my own opinion.
Now,
that's what is happening to
yes.
Aminu Mohammed.
Yes, and for me, I think there should be priorities here. Okay? That is where I'm faulting the first lady.
Okay.
There should be priorities here because this is not priority as far as Nigeria is concerned. People are dying. Women are dying. Children are dying. What are you doing about those ones? People are losing their lives. Women are being killed by cancer. What are you doing about those ones?
Gossip.
You're just going about somebody releasing a tweet against you. And come to think of it, if you go and check, if you check deeply, you find out that she on her own might have made some utterances during the last administration. That's the last regime. Oh, come on, why am I calling regime? During the last dispensation of the PDP. Okay, so you find out that, see, this is not just, I understand that rules are rules, okay? But is this priority right now?
It's to me.
133 million Nigerians are in poverty, and you are a woman, and you are doing nothing about it. Your own is about, okay, look at what students are just coming back from. What did you do when they were on strike?
Yes.
Are you getting me? So I think those are the issues. Those are the strong issues that we should be talking about right now, and not about somebody's tweet that the person is insulting you and you are going all out for the person. That even the update right now is that she will be present as a witness.
Yes, because so many organizations like the women group, I think they call themselves what do they call themselves again? They've written a petition and say, please call Aisha, probe her, call her to come out, because this her act is actually getting to the extreme. What
about the wastages? You can't tell me that they are not wasting the poor masses, the resources from this poor man. The guy has complained that, see you, I understand that he went over the line. Personally, I think he went overboard, okay? But if you also check critically, you will find out that these people, the first lady, them in quotes, they have been squandering money now. They've been squandering money.
He's somewhere. People are taking care of him right now. You are spending your time and other people's time to go check him, and you're not even allowing lawyers. I think that's not the priority right now. Just like you've mentioned, now we need to move ahead. But I need to tell people that whenever you're making speeches, you need to be very, very, very cautious. When you're going on social media, this social media has a lot of disadvantage. So very soon you'll be monitored. Your Twitter, your Instagram, just be careful in case, because you might not know when your turn will be. Anyway, that's that. We're moving over to the next paper, and our next paper here is the Daily Independent. And here on the Daily Independent, we'll still have the main topic that says governor's treatment of local government despicable, and that is coming from the President Buhari. Governor's treatment of local government despicable, says governors pocket money meant for local governments, give them peanuts. And another one here says FG not seeking debt relief, restructuring. Federal government not seeking debt relief, restructuring, and this coming from the finance minister. Another one here says passengers traveling to Abuja abducted in Kogi. That's so sad. passengers traveling to Abuja abducted in Kogi. And this one here says, we've launched manhunt for those who burnt INEC offices. We've launched manhunt for those who burnt INEC offices. And it's coming from the NSA, warns politicians against stifling opponents' campaigns. And right here on the page 7 of the Daily Independent, court nullifies Abia Abga Guba primaries, others first election. Court nullifies Abga Guba primaries, others fresh election. And we have Adeleke inherited 76 billion naira debt in salaries and pensions. Adeleke inherited 76 billion naira debt in salaries and pensions. And this is in Osun State. We are not owing salaries arrears, says Oyetola's aide. We are not owing salaries arrears. And finally, here on the Daily Independent, we have APC, PDP fabricating falsehoods against Obi, says Dati Baba Ahmed. APC, PDP fabricating falsehoods against Obi, says Dati Baba Ahmed. And that's all we have on the front page of the Daily Independent newspaper today. All right, Mr. Victor, over to you.
Okay, I think I would like to just dwell on two topics quickly. Okay,
And
first of all, the Adeleke issues. Okay,
his inheritance, right?
Okay, yes, that he has inherited about 76 billion naira.
About 76 billion naira.
Now, beforehand, we got a very strange news that Oyetola, the former governor of the state,
Yes.
left some monies with the state government, and guess what? 14 billion naira, he said.
Okay.
Then guess what?
What?
The 14 billion naira was in cash.
In cash.
Yes! 14 billion in cash.
In cash.
In cash.
Okay.
So, in a season like this, that everybody wants to go and throw in their cash
Okay.
because of the new naira notes,
Yes.
you are now telling us that the money you left is in cash, and it is 14 billion naira.
14 good billion naira.
And the FCC have not started doing it. Well, let's just not go faster than the bullet, okay? But that is now the issue. You said, okay, let's even leave the part that, yeah, you say that you 14 billion, but this other party is now saying 76 billion in arrears, pensions, and insurance remittances that they are supposed to have taken care of. Well, more news will come out. But right now, I do not want to side anybody because let me just take it that this person just said, this person just said. We also need to relax, okay, and find out the real truth, because as it stands, anything can happen. These are state politicians. Let's not also forget that these are Nigerian politicians, okay?
Nigerian politicians.
Yes. Just, it could still be that this 17 billion naira they are talking about is not up to it. Okay. It could still also be that this 14 billion naira that he said that he has released is not up to, he did not even drop 1 naira on the floor. Okay, so these are just things that we should also play safe right now, okay? Because these guys have their emotions, they have things that they really want to show to the people that see you. I did not do anything bad, though. I served my people very well. This other person is coming, he did not serve very well, though. We have 76 billion to pay. The 76 billion, it might not even be 76.
Oh,
come on, come to say, is there which state that is not owing civil servants?
Really?
Yes, now.
All the states are owing.
Every state, one way or the other. If you go even to the states that are saying that they've been paying, you find out that some persons, some teachers or some civil servants will come out and say they've not paid us. What about pension? Pension. Which state have finished paying arrears in pension?
Some states even pay half.
Okay, that is even they pay half. If
Abia
State is paying half,
are
they paying half?
They pay people in education half.
Oh, up to half.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them.
Really?
Yes, because I know persons like my mom. Let me call it that, like my mom does not receive. If they were paying her half. Oh, come on, glory be to God.
Abia State is a case for another day. Abia State is really a case for another day.
Yes. So Zainab Ahmed, the Minister of Finance, came out to say Nigeria is really not under pressure because Nigeria is managing its debts. Yes. We're managing its debts. They are not overburdened. both in their long, short, and medium term debt, that they are really taking care of that.
They're not
But
bothered, right?
no, they are bothered. They are bothered because of revenues are not up there.
They're not up there.
Nigeria needs more revenue. Nigeria needs to earn more. Okay? And come to think of it, we are spending 6 trillion naira on just subsidy for a budget of the last budget of 19 trillion naira. We are spending 6 trillion on fuel subsidy, and we've said this over and over again. This 6 trillion, we are very sure that they're not using all that money for subsidy. Some people are siphoning that money at the same time. So
Corruption.
yeah, she has made her point, but I think the government currently really failed in terms of bringing in revenue. But on the oil side, which is our major source of revenue, it has also climbed in terms of barrels per day from 800 to 1.3 million barrels, from 800,000 to 1.3 million, and they have credited it on the reduction in oil theft. Okay, but
the reduction in oil.
yeah,
theft.
yeah,
Oh,
the reduction in
really
oil theft. Yeah,
very
but
good.
if you also check very well, you will not be hearing news. But it's not just about hearing news. Something might just be happening, and there is no news about it. Okay, so but I just pray that can it ever happen that Nigeria this year? Oh no, the year is gone. Before the end of
Yes, that reminds me. This year, the Niger Delta, I've not really been getting some sort of news from Bunkry and all these burning of them. I think that
it has really stepped down. Even in River State, mind you, back in the days, black suit will just fill everywhere.
Yeah, the suit.
But I think they are doing. But now, mind you, this black suit we are talking about, okay, happens just by the land, by the area, by just not so far from us. The real oil theft is happening in the deep sea. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So we will not feel the impact here. Okay, they just gather the oil from that side and just move it out of Nigeria. All these ones are just small jerrycan. Small, as in when you compare vessel and the quantity that they steal down here, it's just more like a tanker and jerrycan. No, two ways about it. No two ways about it.
People should stop damaging the pipelines, and what you're supposed to enjoy the other way, you are not even actually enjoying it. So stealing is stealing. And we thank God that the whole thing at least
it's coming down.
That's
it's coming down.
Yes.
It's coming down.
It is. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Victor, and we'll take a short break right now, and when we return, we'll move over to the next paper.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
You're welcome back. Now over to the Guardian newspaper. Here on the Guardian newspaper, we have again Buhari accuses governors of stealing local government funds, slowing growth, pledges to act an NIPSS report. Wike berates Agba over comments on governors fueling poverty. We are coming after your talks. NSA warns governors obstructing opposition campaign. And to the next one here, we'll have South Africa's President Ramaphosa may resign over crime scandal. And that you can find on the page 2 of the Guardian newspaper. And the next one here says, recurrent indecency of First Lady. Recurrent indecency of First Ladies. And that is on the page 16 of the Guardian newspaper. Then next we have APC admits Oyetola, others took away official vehicles after approval. APC admits Oyetola, others took away official vehicles after approval. And that is on the page 9 of the Guardian newspaper. And the last but not the least here, Akwa Ibom YPP Guber candidate jailed 42 years for corruption. Akwa Ibom YPP Guber candidate jailed 42 years for corruption, and you can read that up on the page 7 of the Guardian newspaper, and that's all on the front page of the Guardian newspaper for today, 2nd day of December 2022. Over to you, Mr. Big.
Okay, yeah, I would love to talk about the YPP candidate, Guber candidate that been jailed for 42 years. Man, if it's really true that he committed those offenses, 42 might be just too big, but come to think of it, this is monies for the people.
for the people.
Yeah, money for the people. And like I say, those monies can build hospitals. Okay, it can save lives. Can build roads that will save lives that has killed people because of the nature of the road. Okay, so now, who is this man?
Who is this man? I was about asking you. Yeah. That name rings a bell.
Yes, he's a former. Would I say he's a current senator? He moved from the PDP to the YPP.
To the YPP, yes.
Reason because he wanted to become governor. He couldn't get the seat.
He couldn't get the seat.
Okay, so he moved to YPP. But beforehand, how did it all start? Okay, let me just give a little breakdown about him. Now, Bassey started from being a banker. Okay, in the 90s, early 90s. Okay, then he moved. He moved so rapidly. Then became bank manager. From bank manager, became vice president of this bank, First Inland Bank. Okay. Then
became interested in
politics, and they now brought him in as commissioner of finance, and he served for 7 good years.
Taking care of money.
Yes, between 2007 and 2015. Okay, then he now wanted to become governor. Along the line, he's from Ibino, yeah. Sorry, in Akwa Ibom State.
In Akwa Ibom.
You know Akwa Ibom, sorry, please. Okay.
Ibino.
Ibino. Oh, come on. IBINOI, okay. So let me keep it that. My people, you know I love you so much, okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Well.
So but now he couldn't contest under the PDP because there was already Odom Emmanuel, who is from Eket, and it was turn of that region to bring out the governor.
Yes.
Okay, so he had to step aside.
Yes.
And fortunately for him, he got the Senate seat.
Yeah.
So life was good. He was moving on, and not until recently he was now jailed. Jailed because of a crime that was committed back in the days. This crime was committed during his time as Commissioner of Finance. How did it happen? That about 8 luxury cars worth over 200 million naira that he collected bribes in form of car. What also happened? If you trace it back, you find out that he had dealings from the reports that he had dealings with Jide Omokore. Jide Omokore is will I say an aide, or will I say a partner with Desiani Maduekwe.
Yes. I know the story now. Yes.
So you already know the story,
yes.
Maduekwe story.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's so sad that just like during
it's
the
sad that Maduekwe had to go in.
Not just come on. My own is that it's just so sad that the Buhari administration is almost ending, and Maduekwe Desiani has not been fully tried. Okay, there has not been judgment on her matter. Okay, and you don't also so blame. If you are available,
but the other time, I think her properties
were confiscated. She needs to come to Nigeria and be tried. Okay, she needs to come down and be tried. Okay, just like we are saying, there are many impediments that EFCCD are facing. We were with them during the meeting with journalists. These guys are going through a lot. One might say, EFCC, they are not working. But guy, these guys are going through a lot. There are many obstacles out there for them. Okay, well, back to the basics. Bassey and collected these cars as bribe through the associate of Maduekwe, who is Jide Omokore. Are you getting that? So it's been traced. And go and check very well. Many people have also gone to jail because of traces of Maduekwe's deal.
Yes.
That woman has done a lot, oh. Okay? And it's so disappointing that the capital culprit here, the biggest suspect in all these cases. No judgment yet. Okay, so, well, 42 years, I do not know how they came about it. Okay, maybe they broke down the cars in terms of charges. Maybe we should do the maths later. Okay, I know how. Maybe 2.5 or is it 3.5? 3.5 years per man. You can't do that math right now. Okay, but yeah, you know, it comes with plenty account charges, and by the time they gathered it up, it was about 48 years. Well,
And to some extent, here
let's
in
see how it
Nigeria,
goes.
tomorrow now they might come up to tell us that something has happened.
Maybe plea bargain. But
What,
is it
what
up to...
magic?
No. I think that would be too late. They might reduce it, but not about plea bargain right now. He's been found guilty. He's been found guilty.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, guys, that's much we can take on today newspaper review on TAV TV. And remember to join us on our social media platforms. And I beg you to please hit on the subscribe buttons and don't forget to drop your comments. Don't forget to drop your comments. My name is Jennifer Adawamo and Mr. Victor Soku. Thank you for coming in today on the show. Thank you very much.